The following is a paid presentation for fujiKale. Our nation is in the middle of a health crisis. We're not eating as healthily as we need to. Eating junk food and processed foods has become the norm. But in today's busy lifestyle, how can you be expected to eat as many fruits and vegetables as you need? And that means you're not giving your body the vitamins and nutrients to stay as healthy and fit as possible. Today, there is one vegetable in the spotlight. Everywhere you turn, people are talking about kale. They're talking about kale on TV shows, magazine articles, doctor shows, and online blogs. We're in the middle of a kale craze. And with good reason. Kale is the king of greens. It's more than a vegetable. Kale is considered a superfood. The science is in. Kale is packed with large amounts of vitamin K, an essential vitamin to support cellular health. Kale also has high concentrations of vitamin C. Kale's antioxidants help fight free radical damage while promoting proper inflammatory response. Kale is a good source of calcium, which is crucial in growing new bone and maintaining bone strength. Any way you look at it, kale is a superfood. But if you had to prepare kale or make a messy green drink, let's get real. It would be impractical to get the benefits of kale every day. Until now. Introducing fujiKale, pure kale in powder form. USDA Organic fujiKale has so many of the health benefits of fresh kale. In fact, fujiKale has been the #1 kale powder drink in Japan for over 10 years, and it's made by the same company that's been a leading producer of food and health products in Japan for over 50 years. And now, for the first time ever, fujiKale is finally being made available to us. Best of all, fujiKale comes in a super fine powder that makes it super versatile and so convenient to take. You can enjoy it with just water, or add it to a smoothie or fruit juice. Mix it in your kids' meals, add it to soup, or any of your favorite dishes. fujiKale can be added to just about anything, and that means it's super simple to get more kale in your diet every day. On today's show, we have a special limited-time offer for you to experience the power of fujiKale risk-free. Get ready to be part of the kale craze and help your family eat healthier. Now, here are your hosts, Richard Neal and Courtney Friel.
Hello, and welcome to a program that can help you transform the health of your family.
Let's face it, as Americans, we have a problem with our diets. We are eating way more processed foods and junk foods than we should, and it's taking a horrible toll on our family's health, especially our children. And as a mom and a journalist, it really concerns me.
We know one way to get healthier and stay healthier is to eat more vegetables. And there's one vegetable in a league all its own, and that vegetable is kale.
Kale is considered the king of greens because it has doses of what the body needs: vitamin K, vitamin C, iron, and antioxidants.
But in today's busy world, who has the time to make a messy green juice drink or properly prepare kale every day? I mean, a lot of us guys aren't running out to buy kale and making kale dishes for dinner. Now there's an answer.
Introducing fujiKale. fujiKale is the 100% pure organic kale in a fine powder form. You can get the health benefits of kale every day so conveniently. You can add it to just about anything. Mix it into smoothies, juices, soups, and more.
fujiKale has been the #1 kale powder in Japan for over 10 years. And the company bringing fujiKale to you is now celebrating 50 years as the most trusted leader of kale and health products in Japan.
Now, I've done so much research regarding kale products and figuring out which one is best for my family and I. Well, I've found fujiKale. With its unique patented process of turning organic kale into powder form, it makes it convenient and much easier for you and your family to take on healthy habits.
Think about it. Do you really want to make a mess like this every day?
Now you just add a scoop of fujiKale to your drink and it's ready in seconds. And the best part about it is that it's delicious.
It's easy. I love it. It's
easy
good
to drink.
Yeah, easy to drink. Anyone would enjoy it.
I take fujiKale with me to school, I take it to work, and then I take it at home in the mornings too. It's just a nice, easy way to get some nutrients.
I have a couple of friends that absolutely hate vegetables, and I've already talked to them about fujiKale. It's a great way to get the vegetables that they need in their diet, and it's a very simple, easy way to do it.
My mom, myself, and my kids are all on fujiKale. The whole family's on fujiKale.
And we love it.
Toast
to fujiKale.
It suddenly seems like everyone is talking about kale, right? I've seen kale recently on TV, on the radio, in magazines. So you may have been wondering, why are so many doctors and nutritionists so excited about kale?
With more on kale, we are joined by Diana Stobo, a nutrition expert and author of the book Get Naked Fast, a guide to stripping away the foods that weigh you down. Now, from an expert's perspective, why has kale become such a big craze?
Well, kale's a craze because people are recognizing the benefits. I mean, kale, in my opinion, is the ultimate superfood. There's simply nothing as nutrient-dense in the marketplace as kale. It's high in phytonutrients, micronutrients, minerals, vitamins.
I think you are starting to see why kale is such a superfood and why everyone seems to be recommending you get more kale in your diet.
I am super excited about fujiKale being available here. It's been such a success in Japan, and now there's no easier way to get kale into your diet than fujiKale.
You're absolutely right, and that's why we are so excited that fujiKale is being made available to us here in the U.S. for the very first time. It's a fact. We need to eat better. We moms know this, but it can be really hard in today's busy world. As a working journalist, I know what it means to have time constraints and to not be able to follow through on your plans for a healthy meal.
Eating more vegetables every single day may be one of the most important things we can do to help improve our overall health. How many times have we heard the advice, fitness starts with our diet?
And what's better to add to your diet than more kale? Kale is the king of greens. It's considered a superfood for good reason. Now, you can get more of the goodness of kale every single day with fujiKale. Imagine how good you'll feel knowing you're giving your body and your family a true superfood every day. It's a great feeling as a mom to know you're doing your part to keep your family healthy.
Being fit starts with good nutrition. Take charge of your health and order fujiKale right now.
We're in the middle of a health crisis, and it's no wonder. Our diets are filled with fast food and processed junk foods, and not enough healthy green vegetables filled with vitamins and nutrients. But with today's busy lifestyle, we often don't have time to prepare healthy meals with plenty of vegetables. So that means you and your family are not getting all of the vitamins and nutrients needed to stay as fit and healthy as possible. You know you need to get more vegetables in your diet, and experts now agree kale is the king of greens. Everywhere you look, more and more nutritionists are recommending we eat more kale, and with good reason. Kale is considered a superfood. You should be eating more kale, but who has the time to buy, clean, and prepare it in a way that the whole family will enjoy? And blending and juicing those green drink shakes is so messy. Finally, there's an easier way. Introducing fujiKale. USDA Organic Kale in ultra-fine powder form. A unique patented process provides the most convenient and delicious kale you can experience. Now there's an easy way to take the hassle out of eating kale. No more cleaning, no more cutting, no more wasted, spoiled kale. Simply open the fujiKale pouch and you instantly have organic kale in powder form. fujiKale's hacked with large amounts of vitamin K, an essential vitamin to support cellular health. fujiKale also has high concentrations of vitamin C. fujiKale's antioxidants help fight free radical damage while promoting proper inflammatory response. fujiKale is also a good source of calcium, which is crucial in growing new bone and maintaining bone strength. Now it's super easy to get more of this superfood with fujiKale. You can simply add it to water or juice for an instant delicious and healthy green drink. Or you can simply add fujiKale to just about any dish, like soups, spaghetti sauce, casseroles, and more. You can even sprinkle fujiKale into chocolate milk or homemade cookies. You can have your kids eating more vegetables, and they won't even know it. fujiKale is the fast and simple way to get more kale into your family's diet, so they can reap the health rewards of better nutrition. You'll be happy to know that fujiKale is USDA Organic certified, and the company making fujiKale has been selling healthy kale products for decades. In fact, fujiKale has been the #1 kale powder drink in super health-conscious Japan for over 10 years, and now fujiKale is finally available to you right here in the USA. Now you can get so many of the benefits of kale every single day with fujiKale. Best of all, we have an amazing introductory offer for you to try fujiKale. Call now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free so you can experience the health benefits of this pure powder form of kale. That's 60 whole servings of this ultra-fine powder form of organic kale. Call and order in the next 20 minutes and we'll also include this convenient drink shaker. Now you can easily mix your fujiKale Super Health Nutrient Drink on the go. And listen to this, you'll also receive a free copy of fujiKale's recipes for the kale craze. It's filled with delicious and innovative ways for you to enjoy more fujiKale and drinks, and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But hold everything! The first 200 callers will be upgraded to priority processing for free, which means you can start eating healthier without the wait. And you can try fujiKale risk-free because fujiKale comes with our 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you are not thrilled by how easy it is to get so many of the health benefits of kale, simply return the unused portion and keep the drink shaker and recipe book as our free gifts to you. It's time to experience all the health benefits of fujiKale. Call right now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free. You'll get the free nutrient drink shaker, recipe book, and free priority processing. This is an exclusive TV offer that you won't find in stores, and it's only available for a limited time, so act now. The sooner you call, the sooner you'll get all the health benefits of fujiKale. Go to fujiKale.com. That's fujiKale.com. Or call 1-800-123-4567. That's 1-800-123-4567. Or fujiKale.com. Order right now.
Kale has earned the title of superfood, and fujiKale makes it fast and easy to get many of the benefits of kale every day.
But don't just take our word for it. We gave fujiKale to people on the street and asked them for their honest opinion.
This is really good.
You don't get that bitter kale taste.
It tastes better than most stuff you get in the stores.
Delicious. I'd buy it. I'd drink it.
It tastes delicious. Yum.
I really, really love it. I'm so glad I tried it. Can I finish it?
The verdict is in. People love the taste of fujiKale. So why would you go through the whole hassle of buying kale, then washing it and drying it, preparing it, and then finding a clever way to cook it? You and your family can get many of the benefits of the superfood kale every single day.
Finally, an easy way to get kale into your daily routine.
It mixes up very well, and it tastes wonderful.
I mix it with apple juice, light juices, smoothies.
Somebody suggested that I try it out on sorbet ice cream, and I'll sprinkle a little bit on top, and it just really makes the ice cream pop.
It's not too sweet, and there's no bitterness whatsoever, and I just love it.
I'm sneaking in a daily dose of vegetables, and my kids don't even know it.
I never thought that I would eat this much kale. I never thought I would eat kale, period.
All right, audience members, who here thinks they're getting all the nutrition they need from their diet? The fact is, most Americans aren't eating as many vegetables as they should be.
So it's no surprise we aren't as healthy as we could be.
Dietitians everywhere plead the same thing: eat more vegetables. And there's one vegetable that is king, and that vegetable is kale.
Kale is considered a superfood because it's super nutritious. And it seems everywhere you turn, someone is talking about kale.
Here's the best news of all. fujiKale is a powder from 100% organic kale. You can mix it in any food you're already eating, like shakes, smoothies, soups, healthy casserole dishes, anything really. Well, like this.
There's never been an easier way to help you add vegetables to your diet.
fujiKale has been wildly successful in Japan. When a product sells more than 9 million units since 2002, you know they're really onto something.
That's why it's so exciting that fujiKale is finally available here in the States.
I've always wanted to incorporate kale more into my diet, but I would try to buy it fresh, and it would sit in the refrigerator, and it would honestly go bad.
Kale is expensive. It goes bad really quickly and gets kind of stinky, and I don't have to worry about that with fujiKale.
There is no preparation time. There's no cleaning and washing.
It is super easy. It's awesome.
fujiKale in such a convenient form is fantastic.
Dr. Lou Walters. Dr. Walters has a doctorate degree from the National College of Natural Medicine. He is a family physician at the Source Wellness Center in Bozeman, Montana.
Doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Tell us, what is so special about kale?
Well, kale is full of antioxidants. It's full of flavonoids, calcium, vitamin C.
And it would be great if all the children out there could get these nutrients, but as you know, since 40% of your patients are children, kids don't like vegetables, but now moms can sneak them in the food with fujiKale.
Absolutely. Getting small children, especially to eat leaves and especially the texture of kale, is not always easy. So being able to have a powdered form to mix into their foods and in their smoothies so they don't really know makes it a lot easier.
Speaking about convenience, I imagine living in a place remote like Montana, this also could provide a way of getting those nutrients year-round.
Absolutely. We have a very short growing season in Montana, and we don't get fresh fruits and vegetables through the winter. So it's nice having a whole food product like fujiKale that we can add into our foods.
Explain the difference between getting vitamins and nutrients in synthetic form, like a pill, versus fujiKale.
Well, a synthetic vitamin, under a microscope, the vitamins might look like the natural vitamins, but unfortunately they don't behave in the body the same way. So fujiKale being a whole food product, we're going to get those nutrients in the form that they were designed for us to have.
Is there a difference between how the body absorbs the benefits of, say, the actual vegetable kale or the powdered fujiKale?
Absolutely. We have to do a lot of chewing and digesting to get that broken down into a small enough thing that we can absorb, and fujiKale is already in a powdered form. So especially as we get older, we're going to produce less stomach acid and less pancreatic enzymes, and that's going to make it harder to absorb our food. So fujiKale being in a powder will make it easier for those people.
I know this touches on the obvious, but explain, why do fresh vegetables matter more for our health as opposed to the processed or junk foods out there?
Well, Richard, we could talk for hours about that. But to get to the bottom line is that those processed foods are real high in calories, low in nutrients. fujiKale is the exact opposite. They're high in nutrients and low in calories, which is going to make it better for us.
And it makes you feel great, too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you.
The most important thing we have is our health. The problem is, as a society, we simply do not eat healthy. The answer is better nutrition, and your family deserves it.
There's a reason why you've been hearing so much about kale. It's a remarkable superfood, and fujiKale makes it so convenient to get more of that goodness every day.
This is a decision you can make right now to have an incredibly positive impact on the health of your family. Order today and know that you've taken the first step towards a healthier life.
fujiKale is the fast and easy way to help you get more of the nutrition you need. It's so convenient to get all the goodness of kale every day. Here's your chance to order.
You should be eating more kale, but who has the time to buy, clean, and prepare it in a way that the whole family will enjoy? And blending and juicing those green drink shakes is so messy. Finally, there's an easier way. Introducing fujiKale. USDA organic kale in ultra-fine powder form. A unique patented process provides the most convenient and delicious kale you can experience. Now there's an easy way to take the hassle out of eating kale. No more cleaning, no more cutting, no more wasted, spoiled kale. Simply open the fujiKale pouch and you instantly have organic kale in powder form. fujiKale's hacked with large amounts of vitamin K, an essential vitamin to support cellular health. fujiKale also has high concentrations of vitamin C. fujiKale's antioxidants help fight free radical damage while promoting proper inflammatory response. fujiKale's also a good source of calcium, which is crucial in growing new bone and maintaining bone strength. Now it's super easy to get more of this superfood with fujiKale. You can simply add it to water or juice for an instant, delicious, and healthy green drink. Or you can simply add fujiKale to just about any dish, like soups, spaghetti sauce, casseroles, and more. You can even sprinkle fujiKale into chocolate milk or homemade cookies. You can have your kids eating more vegetables, and they won't even know it. fujiKale is the fast and simple way to get more kale into your family's diet, so they can reap the health rewards of better nutrition. You'll be happy to know that fujiKale is USDA organic certified. And now fujiKale is finally available to you right here in the USA. Now you can get so many of the benefits of kale every single day with fujiKale. Best of all, we have an amazing introductory offer for you to try fujiKale. Call now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free so you can experience the health benefits of this pure powder form of kale. That's 60 whole servings of this ultra-fine powder form of organic kale. Call and order in the next 10 minutes and we'll also include this convenient drink shaker. Now you can easily mix your fujiKale Super Health Nutrient Drink on the go. And listen to this, you'll also receive a free copy of fujiKale's recipes for the kale craze. It's filled with delicious and innovative ways for you to enjoy more fujiKale in drinks and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But hold everything. The first 200 callers will be upgraded to priority processing for free, which means you can start eating healthier without the wait. And you can try fujiKale risk-free because fujiKale comes with our 30-day satisfaction guarantee. guarantee. If you are not thrilled by how easy it is to get so many of the health benefits of kale, simply return the unused portion and keep the drink shaker and recipe book as our free gifts to you. It's time to experience all the health benefits of fujiKale. Call right now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free. You'll get the free nutrient drink shaker, recipe book, and free priority processing. This is an exclusive TV offer that you won't find in stores, and it's only available for a limited time, so act now. The sooner you call, the sooner you'll get all the health benefits of fujiKale. Go to fujiKale.com, that's fujiKale.com, or call 1-800-123-4567. That's 1-800-123-4567, or fujiKale.com. Order right now.
Think about how much fujiKale will nourish your body.
And it's as simple as adding it to your favorite beverage. It's the best thing you can do for your body in just a few seconds a day. But remember, fujiKale is so versatile, you can enjoy it in a variety of ways. And we are joined again by Diana, our nutrition expert, with some more delicious recipes.
Hey, Diana.
Hi, I am so excited to show you some of these recipes. I mean, things have to taste good. It's not just about all the vitamins and minerals and super antioxidants that you're getting, but you want your stuff to taste good. I have made a citrus kale cooler here, okay, with some bubbly, some orange juice, and of course, our wonderful fujiKale. Right? So you're taking the orange juice and you're like kind of giving it a supercharge because this fujiKale has 35% vitamin C, right? So we're like getting the most amazing, wonderful antioxidant drink here. Would you like to pass that one around?
Yeah, let me share this with our
It
audience.
would be great to serve at a holiday party.
I have to tell you, I love the color. Isn't it beautiful?
And it tastes great.
Very refreshing, it's very light, it's very fun, right? Kale tastes good in everything. So you have a family event, you're making a meatloaf, you're making a pasta, you're making something that has to do with a lean protein. You add your delicious kale in there. So, and once again, things have to taste good. These turkey meatballs are so good.
They look delicious. Do you mind if I try one?
Yes, please.
And this looks so pretty.
Well, this is really fun because you got vegetables on top of vegetables. What I did is I took my favorite dip, and I threw a scoop of the fujiKale in and mixed it up. Added potassium, I've added vitamin K. We all need this supercharged boost of vitamins and minerals in our diet, so this is like the perfect dish. Crudité à la
For the audience,
fujiKale.
they'll love it.
Now, little kids, you cannot get them to drink milk or eat vegetables, but if there's chocolate involved...
See, I think that's for big kids as well. What I did here is I have an almond milk, chocolate, and a low glycemic sweetener. Okay, which is normal chocolate milk. I like the low glycemic, keep it low. And then we add the kale to it for that super boost. Again, we're getting extra calcium in this. And look at that, it's perfect.
Wow.
Now, if you were 8, would you think there was anything in there but chocolate?
Nope, I can't wait to try it.
It's delicious, isn't it? I know, I love it.
It
This
really,
is my favorite.
really is.
It's completely
Delicious.
limitless in what
That's
you can
my
put your
favorite.
kale in. What I love about fujiKale is that it's got a very soft flavor profile. It doesn't have that pungent bite to it. It's really soft. It's kind of got that delicate sweetness to it, and it really folds into any food that you make.
That's good. It's good and healthy.
Oh, good. I could drink this whole thing. Would you? I like that it's not bumpy. I'm not a breakfast eater, so this will be perfect for me for breakfast.
I'd actually be getting my vegetables.
That's the best smoothie I ever tasted.
My energy level is better. I don't have my 3 o'clock caffeine crash that I normally would. I feel better, and then I'm taking care of myself more.
I felt a cleansing in my body, and I just felt a lot better. I started sleeping much more soundly through the nights.
The health of you and your family are more important to you than anything.
And more kale can help. It's a remarkable superfood that can do so much good for your health.
fujiKale is a leader because of their exceptional high quality and 100% USDA certified organic kale. Now is the time for you to choose to be healthier, to give your body what it needs to rejuvenate itself at the cellular level.
It's so convenient now for you to get the goodness of kale. This is your chance to order fujiKale. Here's a toast to you and your family's health.
We're in the middle of a health crisis, and it's no wonder. Our diets are filled with fast food and processed junk foods, and not enough healthy green vegetables filled with vitamins and nutrients. But with today's busy lifestyle, we often don't have time to prepare healthy meals with plenty of vegetables. So that means you and your family are not getting all of the vitamins and nutrients needed to stay as fit and healthy as possible. You know you need to get more vegetables in your diet, and experts now agree kale is the king of greens. Everywhere you look, more and more nutritionists are recommending we eat more kale, and with good reason. Kale is considered a superfood. You should be eating more kale, but who has the time to buy, clean, and prepare it in a way that the whole family will enjoy? And blending and juicing those green drink shakes is so messy. Finally, there's an easier way. Introducing fujiKale, USDA organic kale in ultra-fine powder form. A unique patented process provides the most convenient and delicious kale you can experience. Now there's an easy way to take the hassle out of eating kale. No more cleaning, no more cutting, no more wasted, spoiled kale. Simply open the fujiKale pouch and you instantly have organic kale in powder form. fujiKale's hacked with large amounts of vitamin K, an essential vitamin to support cellular health. fujiKale also has high concentrations of vitamin C. fujiKale's antioxidants help fight free radical damage while promoting proper inflammatory response. fujiKale is also a good source of calcium, which is crucial in growing new bone and maintaining bone strength. Now it's super easy to get more of this superfood with fujiKale. You can simply add it to water or juice for an instant, delicious and healthy green drink. Or you can simply add fujiKale to just about any dish, like soups, spaghetti sauce, casseroles, and more. You can even sprinkle fujiKale into chocolate milk or homemade cookies. You can have your kids eating more vegetables and they won't even know it. fujiKale is the fast and simple way to get more kale into your family's diet so they can reap the health rewards of better nutrition. You'll be happy to know that fujiKale is USDA organic certified, and the company making fujiKale has been selling healthy kale products for decades. In fact, fujiKale has been the #1 kale powder drink in super health conscious Japan for over 10 years, and now fujiKale is finally available to you right here in the USA. Now you can get so many of the benefits of kale every single day with fujiKale. Best of all, we have an amazing introductory offer for you to try fujiKale. Call now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free so you can experience the health benefits of this pure powder form of kale. That's 60 whole servings of this ultra-fine powder form of organic kale. Call and order in the next 5 minutes and we'll also include this convenient drink shaker. Now you can easily mix your fujiKale Super Health Nutrient drink on the go. And listen to this. You'll also receive a free copy of fujiKale's recipes for the kale craze. It's filled with delicious and innovative ways for you to enjoy more fujiKale and drinks, and for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But hold everything! The first 200 callers will be upgraded to priority processing for free, which means you can start eating healthier without the wait. And you can try fujiKale risk-free because fujiKale comes with our 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you are not thrilled by how easy it is to get so many of the health benefits of kale, simply return the unused portion and keep the drink shaker and recipe book as our free gifts to you. It's time to experience all the health benefits of fujiKale. Call right now to find out how you can get a 30-day supply of fujiKale for free. You'll get the free nutrient drink shaker, recipe book, and free priority processing. This is an exclusive TV offer that you won't find in stores, and it's only available for a limited time, so act now. The sooner you call, the sooner you'll get all the health benefits of fujiKale. Go to fujiKale.com, that's fujiKale.com, or call 1-800-123-4567. That's 1-800-123-4567, or fujiKale.com. Order right now. The preceding was a paid presentation from fujiKale.